Good evening. It is Thursday, October 13th, Lynnwood, Washington, Team Wikispeed. I'm here with a couple of new members. Rob, a.k.a.
Jay
Nasty, with Dustin. We know Joe Justice. Nathan Robertson, who's been just a huge, strong advocate and just a great supporter. And William Newing, our Scrum Master, interim product owner. Today we worked on a crap ton. We'll go to the backlog first. So, today, we prioritized our backlog, got a sign out. We moved the NSXs and the Element into the front of the garage. They're closed right now. We also moved the items from behind car 007-ish out of the way. As you can see, they're now back there. So we could actually work on car number 7. And then we cleaned the floor back in a bit because we had a... Where is it? A webcast with Joe with... HondaPro Jason. Yeah, you can check that out in the live feed. I hope that gets tagged also into our Wikispeed channel as well.
Wikispeed has been tagged in it. Should be there.
Excellent. And Rob, take it away, please, on the diagnosis and how you came through.
Well, at first I thought it was going to be something really technical. I hooked up the lab scope and was looking at compression. I was like, I had compression, so what else is going on? So I basically just cylinder. I did basically a backyard power balance, which is. Back in the day, you just remove the spark plug and see if the engine changes. What I did is I unplugged cylinder 1, the engine didn't change. Unplugged cylinder 2, the engine wants to die. So obviously cylinder 2 is fine. Cylinder 3, nothing changes, it's still popping and sputting. Cylinder 4, it would try to die. So I know cylinders 1 and 4 were good. Or I'm sorry, 2 and 4 were good, 1 and 3 are dead. So I moved cylinder 2, which is good, to cylinder 1 as far as ignition coil. And then the mist followed the coil. So I know that the computer, the harness, power, grounds, all that works because obviously the mist followed the coil. So you just move the coil, misses. I scavenged 2 coils from the local motors around here, and cylinder 1 was good.
Spares.
From the spares, put those in, that fixed that one, put in the other one that fixed that one, so now we're running on 4 cylinders, but then it wouldn't start. So when you come back to this car, make sure your gas tank isn't not sideways. So cars need fuel, right? So all the fuel pump wasn't any fuel, so we just, once we rotated it up, was able to prime, and then now it runs on 4 cylinders. And then when I come back, I will figure out why the DLC does not work. I have a factory Honda scan tool through a Snap-on Veris, which actually has the Honda. When I bought the scan tool, it comes with Snap-on updates, and they pay Honda for the software. And I have the software up to 15.4, which is 2015.4, which is up to April, excuse me. So nice. 2015 March is what I have it programmed up to, so that I can talk to these. I can do everything but program the car. So I can, if it had windows, I can roll the windows down. I can tell the module what to do.
Wow. And that's great because we're not programming the modules. We're using 100% stock ECUs.
Correct. I can shut off the injectors for testing. I can move the actuators. I can turn the alternator on and off.
I hear you.
I can shift it from gears if I need to, and I'll be able to turn off the check engine light and find out why.
Excellent.
Right now it's running rich. I can smell it. So.
Excellent. So we can make this car even more efficient. I love it.
Yeah. Perfect. Right now it's not. It wouldn't pass emissions.
Excellent.
Right.
Great.
And just no communication. So.
Love to know that. Learn that now. Then when we get there. Yeah. Right.
So
excellent.
Bad coils. That's all it was. Now I run those.
So
Rob rocks.
Jay Nasty rocks.
Jay Nasty. Where did you get that?
Excellent.
Skating rink.
Skating rink. Excellent. That is what we did today. My recommendation is constantly groom the backlog. Make sure that highest priority items are being worked on and iterated through, and people team and swarm. Team up. Always team up as best as you can. That way there can be a shared knowledge, so that it's just not one person working on something and then that doesn't get shared upon. That way you don't create a bottleneck of information and knowledge, so that you can share that with even more people. So that's what teamwork does. It always, it takes a freaking village. It takes a village. Yep. Any recommendations, Rob, or Nathan, or Dustin?
For what?
For anybody else in the world working on Wikispeed that's on the other side.
We need to all go in on one simple fuel cell, because using this is not going to work.
Agreed.
We need to design some kind of fuel system.
Yes.
Possibly something built into the fuselage.
Well, we have something over here, but this is something we can build in-house. We have welding, we have welders.
This is a test module, and this is a great test horse. Great feedback, because yes, that card mold on number 4 used to be on card number 7 with the engine. This current engine module, it doesn't fit. unfortunately.
Yeah, and I was thinking something that's molded onto the car, kind of like windshield washer squirter bottles, on trucks, they're molded into the bumpers.
True,
but
perhaps.
when you get in a crash or something, you lose all your water. But as far as these cars, would be a great candidate for some kind of plastic gas tank, because when you hold fuel, I think as far as safety specs, they have to be plastic. You can't use metal for spark reasons and all that kind of stuff. So we had something that would fit maybe in the not in the bumper, because I'm going to deal with a Pinto. So it'd be something maybe in the rear seats, in front of the radiator, would be perfect. Maybe you take a stock gas tank that they have now and flip it like this, like saddle tank, maybe like out of a Mustang or something.
Yeah.
They would fit great in between this radiator, which I believe should actually be in the back.
Can I add?
That would be excellent, and we can work on those modules, the engine modules. The next iteration on certain sprints. What would you recommend, Nathan?
Adding on what Rob said, because I really like the idea for your gas tank. I think it would be important to do a weight comparison between what the motor weighs versus what a full gas tank, a full load weighs in this, and whichever one is heavier needs to go on the bottom. So if that means raising the engine up, if that means making the fuel cell itself like super
yes,
small,
that's table those builds and discussions that later on.
Right.
Let's recommend what other people are gonna do.
Well, I mean, this is why I invited you over, man. Because this is
Nathan, what would you recommend to other people in the world?
What would I recommend to other people in the world after today? Start prepping yourselves for a social media storm, because after this HondaPro Jason thing, we've got some good stuff coming. We're working on some more exclusives for interviews in the Honda world, and strengthening our ties with Honda, with the Honda Corporation. And I think we're on to something big here. And in the last month, this has been big. So prepare yourselves. We need to work together to create a social media presence that really conveys who we are. I don't think enough people know enough about us. So whatever information you have as far as video clips, anything, please prepare them, and let's get I think a good video made, because I think we're long overdue on one. Sorry, that's a little bit lengthy.
Excellent. You're good. Anything else? All right. Well, thank you very much. This is Wikispeed out.